Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really fun video for you guys. Color correction time. This is my longtime loyal client, Bridget. You guys have seen her in so many videos throughout my entire YouTube career, my entire hair career. She's been with me since I opened my own place 8 months after I got my license. And she's always my white blonde. We always do a soft root tap, A-N-A-N-A. She's one of my lucky girls. She's a level 8 naturally, so she lifts like a dream. Well, times are hard. What else can we say? The economy hasn't been the best. And she, unfortunately, with her new daughter, she can't come like she used to. So last time you guys seen her was probably January. She actually won my giveaway. I did a giveaway last year for my birthday in December. She won, and it was weird because I did the random picking, and she won, and I was like, who more deserving? I love this girl. So she hasn't had her hair done from me since she won the giveaway. So now she's back, and today, as you can see, we have a whole handful to fix. Common sense shows you guys that her hair is very compromised. On top of that, she is orange. Like, there's no way around it. She is what I call real orange. She said she did go to one place for the school as a model. They did just a few foils. She said, Brett, I'll tell you this. Going to somebody else, I really truly do see the difference on why I'm so lucky to have you as my hairdresser. And she did that. It was a free service. And then she tried to do a color at home, a box dye. So I'm assuming it was one of the blondes that are actually colored permanent. They bumped her base. So when she put it on, it bumped the hair. All that underlying pigment was exposed, even though she's a light level 7.5, 8. So this is where we're at. But then it's like weird because certain pieces are there, some pieces are not. It's really, really weird. But the best way to do it is to go in and do a Sinful Full. So I'm going in with my Sinful Full technique, doing my baby lights, which are like slices. I call them my Sinful lights. And we're packing these foils in back to back to back. Keep in mind during this video that she always requires to be a cool toned blonde. It looks better on her. And also she likes it. So she likes to be that, you know, really cool toned white blonde like me. And like a really cool root tap. I did my best trying to keep it cool for her. But as you'll see, it was a very long session and a lot of parts that went into it. Now normally I don't like to tip out the ends, and when I do it, I like to do it when people are already light enough. I had no choice but to tip them out, but in the beginning I was not going to do that. But then I'm like, all right, this orange is so bad, you guys. It goes down 3/4 of the way sometimes in the back. It was all over the place, inconsistent throughout the entire head. So I do have to do a paint between, which I do if I'm doing a root smudge or a teasy light balayage look. And it sucks because that's going to make her look more rooty, but we got to, you know, counteract the orange. And I also can't go in with anything too warm because she likes to be cool toned and she would hate it.
I don't want to make it fold. Tell me why you're not just calling. You know that I'm raising more. It's all in or nothing, no. Baby, I need you always to be talking to no one but me. Oh no, really my one and only. We can be. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, a beauty, always wonderful, precious. 'Cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful. OMG, wicked, OMG, I want you to know. OMG, stupid, OMG, just tell me now. I don't wanna keep you cool. Fully suited, I'm still knocking. And nobody knows I'll take you by surprise. 'Cause I'm falling into. Baby, I need you always to be talking to no one but me. Oh no, really my one and only. Can't you see? Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, a beauty, always wonderful, precious. 'Cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh, beautiful. Oh mind, yeah. I'm right here, baby, can't you see? Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous, always wonderful, precious, 'cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh yeah, beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful. Oh, OMG, wicked, OMG, I want you to know.
Okay guys, so as you can see, she made some homemade bangs herself. We're gonna fix them up, but I just told her, because most clients when they do bangs, they're always going to usually eventually at some point, 99% of them will get sick of them and they will start pushing them to the side. So my tip for you, my Brett Ryan pro tip, is to always make a money piece still. You don't have to go crazy, but you want to have a money piece effect still. We did 4 baby slices with no subsection. And now I'm going backing it up with back-to-back baby lights all the way through this box. And the reason being, and they're obviously like, you know, closer together because it's my hairline that I always do if you guys watch my videos. But the reason is, so eventually when she's over it, and she will eventually get over it because I know her, we've done bangs years ago, and she got over them, and she might go back again, but eventually she wants to go back. They'll be able to pull it to the side and still see a money effect. So even if your client has bangs, do a money piece in case they pull their hair back one day or they get sick of them and they don't want to do it anymore.
OMG, stupid, OMG, just tell me now.
So I am using Blonde Me, my Holy Grail lightener. I finally got a way to not get it to swell, and I'm so excited. I'm going to do a video on it. I just want to keep, you know, using it and see what happens. It's been about almost a month and a half, 2 months now, and I love it. You guys know I've always loved that lightener, but I get so annoyed when it swells, and it's always unexpected, and it was more common than not. And I love Joico as well. That's always my backhand man. We're just going to continue to put these foils in back to back. We did 20 volume, and I used K18, my favorite bonding agent. I think that's what you would call it. Still love Olaplex as well. It's great for a backup, but K18 is so great. The technology is amazing, and it's 97% or something like that less breakage. And I am feathering through the mids on her into the end somewhat. And we didn't really have much breakage. There was some, but not much at all. Also, when I get ready in a minute here after we finish up the last side, we are going to go through and do a paint between on all the hair, and we're going to be using Redken Shadesy Q7N, a little bit of that was like a quarter worth, and then 3/4 of my formula was 7T to try to combat some of this brass. And just to make note, when you're trying to counteract an unwanted tone, such as underlying orange or orange red or yellow, you don't always have to reach for the ash. You can do a warm color. I know it sounds crazy, but the warm tone is not necessarily going to make it like warmer. It still will counteract it. It's just going to give you a nice, beautiful, more controlled warm. But in this case, I wanted to knock it out with the ash as much as possible. And 7NA would have been one of my go-tos, but it is so powerful, the NA series, that I was a little nervous because we do have white blonde right there, and it's so uneven throughout everywhere. So I added a little bit of N, which is still blue-violet background toned. It's not brown to tan. And then I added the 3/4 of the T, which is also a really strong blue base, but it's not as strong as an NA. And I figured that was a safe choice without adding anything warm in there, because if it hits those white blonde ends and they're already a little frazzled and they haven't been, you know, taken care of as much, it will suck right up and turn blue or green. So it's a real hard thing. It's not just going in and just packing the foils in. You got to really watch every single area. Bring it down on the orange pieces. Some orange goes, you know, 4/5 down. Some orange goes 2/5 down. It's all over the place. And the only thing I could think of is when she put it on, especially it's hard to see in the back because she did bump the base herself. And I know that there was probably pieces that were a little bit more darker down lower in the back because I did a full last time, but she hadn't had a full in a while before that. So there's many different factors of what's caused that. But as you can see right here, it touched a little bit of those ends, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm still blending it because I am going to go through with the lightener and tip out all these ends. And I waited, because she is so white, to do the tip outs at the very end. And if you're going to tip out ends, I suggest doing it each section as you go, because they're never going to get the heat like the baby light foils that are closer to the scalp. They're never going to process as quickly. They're not on as long, and I don't want to use a higher volume. So it was all mess, but it was all good. I know her hair. I've been doing it for 4 years on her head, and I knew her hair could handle it. And like I said, we had little breakage.
I don't wanna make it fold. Tell me why you're not just calling. You know that I'm raising more. It's all in or nothing, no. Baby, I need you always to be talking to no one but me. Oh no, really my one and only. We can be. Oh my gosh, she's.
We did the paint between, and then we're letting these tipped out ends process, and we got about 10 minutes left. This has been on for like 2 hours since I started foiling, 2 hours and 30 minutes. But I had to do the paint between, so I counted the time because we had blonde me in there. Like, look at that. She's a level 8 naturally, and we only had old color. This is beautiful. I'm just worried about the little bit of orange that's in between. That's why we did the paint between. We might have to shadow her. We usually do just a slight tap, 8 level. We might have to do a 7 because I did 7T, 7N paint between because she was so orange. So we'll let her process the last few minutes, and I'll let you guys see what happens.
Just a beauty, always wonderful, precious, 'cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh, beautiful.
So for her root shadow, well, technically we're going to be doing a root smudge. It's going to be more pronounced because we do have that paint between backdrop. So I went in with 7N, 7NA. Like I said, I would have done a little bit more warmth earlier, and I probably would have done more of like an NB and NA, but she likes it cooler, and we run the risk of it being a little muddy. People always ask how I do an NA and an N when I'm doing a root toner most of the time anyway, but I never had it go green or muddy on me after bleaching the hair. So it works for me. It always has. I like a more flat root result, whether it's a tap, shadow, or smudge. Only maybe 3 to 4 clients ever been in my chair saying they wanted a more warmer root toner. And in that case, I would do an NB with an N. NBs are the true neutrals and shades. I don't know what it is, you guys. I just feel like it looks better, more flat. And when I say flat, I don't mean it in an insult. I like a more flat, which is like a more muted, cooler toned root tap. I hope that makes sense. This right now, you got to talk your client through it. It looks very dark. It looks very scary, especially for somebody who's used to being white blonde to the root. But you just got to talk them through. Bridget's amazing. She always trusts me. I've been doing her hair for such a long time. So she just sat back, relaxed, cool and chill, and knew that it would be beautiful. She is a realist. She knew what she did, and she knew it wouldn't be perfect, and she knew whatever the consequences were going to be from that. But I think you guys will like the end result because it came out way better than even I anticipated. Like, even at this point, we're doing the root toner and everything, I was even blown away when I started blow drying. So keep watching. I think you guys are going to be really, really shocked. But I'm going to continue doing this smudge. A smudge to me is 2 inches or more. And we're going to just comb it through, make sure it's blended. And I know you can see those orange, mid area. The reason I didn't do a mid toner was because she wants to be as blonde as possible. Told her, there might be pieces that look a little bit warmer in the mid area. She didn't care. She wanted to stay as bright as possible. So in a regular client sense, if it was another client I don't have a close relationship with, or somebody who's new, I would have pushed for the more mid toner thing. But it ended up coming out beautiful. So just keep watching. And for the toner, I tried for the first time. I think I might have done it once or twice when they first came out. But I did get some samples of the new Level 10 Vibrance by Schwarzkopf, which is their demi-permanent line. It is an alkaline demi-permanent. It can actually lift a little bit if you use 13 volume, and they have a 6% volume lotion as well. We went in with 6%, and I did 10-1 and 10-19. The 10-1 is Cendre, which is their blue violet, and the 10-19 was the violet Cendre, which is a violet blue violet. As you can see, we're going to be doing the part 2 K18 treatment. Keep watching because this is going to be beautiful. So this is the part 2 K18, and I want to show you something. See how our hair is tangled? We toned it. So you take the part 2. I do 2 pumps. You have to activate it like this, right? So if you just go like this, it's nothing, right? Got to make sure your hands are dry too. And as you activate it, and I wanted to show you this because she brought it up and made it a point. You see how our hair is tangling and everything? Once it hits the hair, it literally fills in all the holes. Look at that. And it's going to start dripping all over the place. Like our floor is soaked. The last second I did it on the other side. Look at how much you get from 2 pumps. And most of the time I only need 1 for the whole head, but she has a lot of hair. Watch this. Just watch. Immediately, it starts detangling. You see the water start, you're not seeing it because you're up higher, but the water is starting to drip literally to the ground. It's starting to get watery, it's starting to, and that's good. That means it's filling in all the holes. And make sure you use every drop. There's still some. A little goes such a long way. But the first time, I wish we got that on camera because it was unbelievable. Now here it does. It's going again. It's going again. I'm putting my fingers in. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's detangling like no problem, and it's getting very wet again. Unbelievable.
OMG, just tell me now. I don't wanna keep you cold. Fully suited, I'm still knocking, and nobody knows. I'll take you by surprise, 'cause I'm falling into. Baby, I need you always to be talking to no one but me. Oh no, really my one and only. Can't you see? Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, a beauty, always wonderful, precious. 'Cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful. OMG, wicked, OMG, I want you to know. OMG, stupid, OMG, just tell me now. You're just so wicked, and playing with my mind, yeah. I'm right here, baby, can't you see? Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, a beauty, always wonderful, precious. 'Cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful. OMG, wicked, OMG, I want you to know.
So as I continue to blow dry and finish up this big blowout for her, you guys can see these results. Oh my goodness. Like I was stunned, shocked, and so thanking the hair gods because this came out way better than we anticipated. Now keep in mind, my lighting is horrible in the salon suite, so it always makes a root look warmer. And I have video footage outside at the end of the video, you'll see in a few seconds, but this came out beautiful. And as soon as I bent the hair, when I hold it on both sides and it kind of deflects that light, I could see how beautiful even that root area was. Not perfect by any means, but way better than what we would have ever anticipated from what we came in with here today. We love it. Like I said, barely any breakage, very minimal. We are going to go in and dust her off. I'm going to do my normal, what I'm known for, dusting cut. It's where I basically shave the split ends off of the outsides and take bare minimum, but I have my clients do this anytime if we're overlapping, even if we're not overlapping. If they're a high blonde or a very light blonde, I always require it in my chair, and that's why I feel like a lot of my blondes have pretty long hair. I'm showing her the footage right now of the real color because it looks so different from the mirror where she sees it from what I see behind her. And even this camera angle is not doing it justice right now from what you guys are seeing. It came out so beautiful. Not perfect like I said, but gotta give myself a pat on the back. 4 hours in and out, and it came out pretty good, and no hair looks like it was broken off of her head. We had barely any breakage, and I have to thank K18, Blonde Me, all the great products I use and I pay for that I truly believe in, and I do take pride in my work, and going on 6 years soon of doing hair, and you guys, I love it. 4 years in June as of me opening Brett Ryan Hair Artistry officially, and I am so content, and I honestly can say I never had one day that I didn't want to go to work yet. So I'm very happy with that. Here you can see I am going in and dusting her, and she hates it. Never would cut her hair if it was her choice, but I made sure I was going to do it. I told her that was a part of the deal, and she was for it, and I kept my word. I only took the bare minimum, and you could basically blow the hair off the floor.
I don't wanna make it fold. Tell me why you're not just calling. You know that I'm raising more. It's solid or nothing, no. Baby, I need you always to be talking to no one but me. Oh no, really my one and only. We can be. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, a beauty, always wonderful, precious. 'Cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful.
All right, guys, there you see it outside in the real lighting. Let me know what you think. I know it's not perfect, but not bad, right? Let me know what you think about this video and future videos you want to see. I love you all so very much. I'll see you in the next one. As always, guys, so long for now.